Hey there, welcome back to the studio. So today I'm going to show you how I throw a dog bowl. I'm going to throw a large dog water bowl, and they're very simple. It's basically just a wide cylinder with straight walls. I will sometimes embellish on the outside with a pet's name or a badge of a bone or something similar. You can also decorate the inside of the bowl. You have to keep in mind though that their tongues are going to lick the inside of the bowl, so you don't want to do anything that would like irritate their tongues. So I try and keep most of my decoration to the outside of the bowl. But let's get to throwing. Here's 2.5 pounds of clay that we wedged earlier, and I'm gonna go ahead and just get started. So we've got 2.5 pounds of clay here. It's plenty for a large dog bowl. The thing that we want to remember is that when a dog is pushing a bowl on the floor with their nose, you want it to be heavy enough that it's not just going to move all over the floor. So we want to make sure that the base of this bowl is nice and thick. The walls are nice and heavy because it will, these bowls are going to be abused. So you don't want them to be too thin that if a dog knocks it over that it's going to break. Okay, just like if you were making a plate, the foot of this is going to be really wide. You want to make the vessel large enough that you can fit enough water in here, dog food or pet food if you're making this for a cat. And you want to make sure that you're compressing your bottom as much as possible. We don't want any S-cracks. I just use my palms for that. Other artists and potters will use a tool specifically for that. I also want to make sure it's nice and even all the way to my walls. I use a fair amount of water. I'm not a clean potter. I have some friends that throw and they do not make any mess on their hands or their clothes when they throw. I'm not one of those people. Okay. I'm just going to start making my walls. And again, I'm leaving the base quite thick for the weight. You wouldn't normally do this for a functional bowl that somebody was going to use for mixing or anything like that. Those bowls you still want to give them a good bit of weight, but this is a bit extreme. Now my walls are also going to be a bit thick because I don't want them to be fragile. So that means it's going to take a bit longer for this to dry as compared to other dishes. But if you make a bunch of them all at the same time, then now's the point where you can decide how you want your rim to be and what your wall shapes are. So if I'm doing an outer decoration, I want my wall shape to be pretty flat, so I can put as much decoration as I want on there. also concentrating on making sure that my wall is even all the way for drawing purposes, as well as aesthetics. Some people will make their dog dishes like contemporary dog dishes with the walls kind of angled in. Some people will make them straight out. Some people will give them a little bit of a wide angle. I'm not here to tell you what's the best. I'm just here to show you what I do. And as I get better as a potter and can throw faster and larger and cleaner and my methods are prettier, we'll learn this together. I'm not a master potter in the least. So all I'm doing is cleaning out my walls a little bit, getting rid of some excess clay in the walls, and getting this a bit taller. Because there is a shrink amount in clay, depending on the clay body. So this is from Standard Supply. It is their Cone 6112 brown clay with grog. It gives me some rigidity and some nice freckles in the clay body that I really like. But the shrink rate is about 12%. Give or take a little bit. Just like any other piece, I'm going to go ahead and clean up the bottom. I do not trim my pieces. I leave them on the bat. So this is the point where I'm cleaning it up as much as I can. Let's get rid of excess clay. Got my excess bag over here. I don't know why I threw that in there. So if I wasn't completely satisfied with the size of it, height-wise, width-wise, I can still make adjustments at this point because I've got plenty of clay to work with. Like if I wanted the walls to be a bit wider and the bottom to be more bowl-shaped, I can do that now. In this case, I'm pretty satisfied. This is my normal pet food bowl. These larger breed dogs mostly for this one. Cats don't really require that size of a bowl. They're also not as rough rough on bowls. But at this point, if I wanted to like add a swirl or something in the bottom so it was a little bit prettier when the glaze went in, I could do that. But for now, I'm actually pretty happy about it. I'm just going to compress the rim one more time. Because this is so thick, I'm not going to have to worry too much about cracking on the rim. What I do need to be concerned about is making sure that all of the exposed rim is going to be smooth because we don't want to injure Puppy's tongue or nose when he's going in. I also want to make sure that I don't have anything like sticking up in the inside, either any excess clay or slip that might be annoying or have to get sanded later. If I do make my swirl, I want to smooth it out with a sponge. But that's how you throw a dog bowl. Pretty simple. Not all that complicated, obviously. Here are the finished dog bowls. So I went ahead and applied the Pittsburgh Cityscape badge on there. This is basically like a prototype that I had been working on for Love Pittsburgh. for their stores. Their customers were looking for something pet-based that they could take home from Pittsburgh as gifts. So that's where we netted out with those. Really simple glaze. All we did was put a little bit of wax resist on the badge after applying the black underglaze to get the cityscape, and then dipped the top in white and then poured some green on the inside. I hope you enjoyed the video today where we made a dog bowl, and hopefully you'll want to come back and learn some more about throwing. In the future, I'll be putting out some videos about how to hand build a dog bowl. Maybe we want to do some hand building with some cups. I'll also be putting out videos on how to incorporate technology and pottery together, including 3D printing, lasers, and even lasered rolling pins for texture. But if there's anything that you guys are interested in seeing, or you saw somebody do and you're like, how is that even possible? Shoot me an email, leave a comment below, but above all, like and subscribe to help my channel out, as well as ring that bell if you're interested in seeing more videos as they come available. Have a great day.